Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you're located. My name is Tamara, and I am the host of the CRM Connect call here every week for Sales Process. And I am actually at the Developer Summit for the Sales Process software. And I am learning about all the new features that Sales Process is coming out for the software. And I'm so excited to share some of those with you today. We've got some exciting new things happening inside the software that is going to make your life easier, give you more advanced features that you can use, possibly get rid of some more software subscriptions that you may be using. And we are going to go over a few of those today. All right, so I'm going to just show you a few of the new features this morning, and then we will open up the call to anybody who is having tech support issues. Just grab my screen here and I will begin sharing. I apologize if it's a little bit noisy, if there's any feedback there. I am in a hotel lobby, but I did try to find a quiet-ish corner here to do this morning, so bear with me. Let's get everybody in here. Amazing. Okay. So a couple of things that I'm going to show you this morning are brand new, and we're pretty excited about being able to provide these updates. All right, so inside of your sales process account, this here is my demo account that I use for the calls. I am going to show you some of the workflow updates that have been created for you. So what you can do now inside of workflows, you can see up here, there's a few extra tabs here. So we have all workflows, we have needs review, you have your deleted workflows, and then you have smart lists. Now, you might recall that word smart list because we also use that term in your contacts section for you to be able to create lists of contacts that have similarities, right? So let's say you have someone who purchases a certain product. You can group all those people together using a tag, and then you can create a smart list of those people inside of your contacts. Now you can do the same thing inside of workflows. You can create smart lists inside of workflows. The needs review area here is if the system realizes that your workflow is not performing properly, or if it's encountering an error, or if it has developed a loop, which means that it just keeps going and going and going. And in some situations, this is not a good thing. In some situations, it is. So what this does here is it will categorize, it will put your workflow into draft if it's not working as it should be, and it will put it into this needs review section here so that you can come in here and you can see how many of your workflows are not operating properly in the system. It will also send you an alert to let you know that this workflow is not operating the way it should be. And then you can come in here and you can take a look at it, make the necessary changes to fix it, and then it will move back into the all workflows section here. The deleted tab up here now allows you to go ahead and delete some of your workflows if you're no longer using them. And they'll sit in here for 30 days, okay? And if at some point you realize, oh, you know what, I actually really do need that workflow, you can come back into this deleted section here and you can restore the workflow. So that's a great little tool there because sometimes we get click happy. Who here hasn't done that? I am, I have done it myself and been kicking myself for doing it. So I can come in here when I get a little click happy and I can change my mind and I don't have to rebuild the whole workflow, right? And then this is your smart list. So here, let's go through this a little bit here. So smart lists, you can customize, give your smart list a name. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add in your filters here. So this, again, you can um, categorize it by, let's say you have a bunch of workflows for a certain product that you want, and you want to create a smart list for all of those workflows. You can do that. If you want to look at all of your workflows that have a certain trigger type, maybe you're looking for all your workflows that you created for trigger links. You want to put them all into a smart list. So you can do that here just by choosing trigger type is, and you can say whichever one it is. Like if it's a trigger link, or you can search it, you can choose trigger link. And then you can even add more filters. So if you only want to look at your um, workflows that are your trigger is a trigger link and it's for this product. Because what happens inside of workflows, as you probably know or are experiencing, the more you build in here, the more crowded it gets. Yes, we can use folders to organize your workflows, but sometimes you need to do a search and figure out where is the workflows that are adding this certain tag to contacts, right? So now you can do that and filter those out, okay? So that is some of the new features here, just in the workflow list and how it's organized. Next, we're going to pop into create workflows. Actually, I'm going to open one of these here so we can take a look. And here is a feature that we have been asking for from the development team for a little while now. You're going to notice over on your left-hand side here, we have little toggle buttons, and one is stats view. And if you turn that on, what that does is it will actually, this is probably a bad one because it doesn't have any messages in it, but let's say this was send email. It would show you the email stats for this particular email. If it was send SMS message, it would show you those stats for all of the contacts that have gone through and received that SMS. So you can toggle that on or off. Now we have notes that you can write to yourself or to team members inside of your workflow. So let's look at this. Let's say you need to explain a certain step inside of your work, or you want to start adding notes to your workflows so that team members, when they're onboarded, they can look at this and see, okay, well, what's important about this step, or what is something I need to know about this step, right? So you can have workflow notes, and you can have, in particular, action notes, right? So what those look like is, okay, let's just make a test note here, just to be able to. So here it is. It's going to tell you who updated that note, who created that. So which of your team members created it, and what day, what time that was created. Okay. So I'm creating that workflow note, and this says workflow note will be saved when workflow is saved. So after you create your note, it's going to be important to come over here and click save on your workflow. So we do that, and then we have a note in our workflow. And we just need to click it open to read the notes here on this side. Another really cool new feature that we have here are sticky notes. And it is exactly as it sounds. So if you use sticky notes in your work or life at all, you know how incredible these are. Just by clicking on it, it comes up with these little colorful sticky notes, and you click on it and it creates a sticky note, and you can just click on it and grab it anywhere you want. So if you have something that you need to point out to the team, or something you want to remind yourself about, you can now create this sticky note. And you just click away from it, and there it is. And you can move this around. So let's say you have a really complex workflow where there's many branches, many steps, and you just want to make yourself a little reminder about something, or you want to point something out to your team, you can now do that using sticky notes. So that is a really cool new feature inside here that is going to be, I think, so useful because a lot of times we look at these actions and we're like, okay, well, this seems like a an action that should be there, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to leave myself a note about it, right? And so it just helps clarify, especially if you have team members, different team members working in your workflows. It can really help to enhance them and make sure everybody's clear on what each of the action steps are and what the triggers and what the purpose is for them too. So another really cool feature inside of workflows now is you can actually see the path that a contact went through. So let's see if I'm going to try and find a workflow that I have in my demo account. I'm going to see purchase. Um, oh, no, not there. Okay, let's see what else. See if I can find one. Application. Hmm. Oh, that's because I'm in the email folder. I'm like, I know I have purchase workflows. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So let's say I have this purchase workflow that I had, and it showed me that 5 people went through the workflow. Okay. If I go into my execution logs here, I'm gonna have to change the dates on these. So let's just bear with me. I'll just go here. Oops, it's not gonna let me do that thing. Come up here. It's moving. Oop, now I've gone too far. Okay, here. Can I go back that far? Last 30 days, maybe? Yes. I guess it will only let me go back 30 days. That's weird. I thought it would let me do more. Yeah, as you can see, these are new features that we're all learning together. But what we're doing here is what I wanted to show you was that it actually shows you, let me see, it will show you the path. So let's see here. Course gamification, lead magnet. Let's try this one. This was pretty recent. This was one that we had done a while ago. We go into execution logs. Here we go. So now I can see here that, excuse me, each of the steps that I went in, if I go back here, the contact execution. Here we go. So now it highlights which step that contact went in. Now, this may look like really uh, basic because this is a very simple workflow. It doesn't have a bunch of branches in it. But when you build out those workflows that have several different branches on them, different paths that a contact can go down, you can get a visual representation of which action items each that contact touched and went through. It's a visual representation. And what it does is it highlights all of the actions that the contact went through, and it's going to be in green. So it's not super impressive in this workflow in particular, but when you see it in action in one of those huge workflows with multiple branches, different paths for each of those branches, this really makes it easy to see what path did that contact take inside of this workflow. So it's a great visual representation. So we're really excited about that as well. And over here, you get a little bit of a blurb about the execution date, times, the workflow version. So we go in and we tweak and we make changes to workflows all the time, right? So this is going to tell you which version of the workflow the contact went through as well. So that's really helpful too. So I'm so excited about these updates here. I know there are so many more updates I could share. We actually know that there has been over 312 new features and updates created by our development team, and we are learning all about those at this conference here this week. And so I'll have a lot more to share at our next call as well. But before we get too excited about all the new features, let's get you guys moving forward again. Does anybody here have a tech question that they need some help with? Feel free to unmute, or you can type your question in the chat. If there's anything that you are stuck on in sales process, if there's anything you want to know how to build, if there's a workflow that you feel like you need to know how to build, anything at all, just go ahead. You can ask those questions here and we'll move forward with helping you get unstuck. You can feel free to unmute and ask your questions if you have any. Maybe there's uh, a feature or something that you saw in sales process and you're just not sure how to use it. We can go over that as well. So feel free to unmute and ask your question. You don't have to go on camera if you're not comfortable with that. If you want, you can also put your question in the chat. Be happy to help you with that. Hi, John. Welcome. We just finished going over. I was telling everybody I'm here at the Sales Process Developer Conference, and I'm learning all about the new features and the new uh, updates and stuff that they're making to the software. So it's been a very exciting week to learn about all the new features and things that we're going to be able to show you guys. I was just giving them a little tour of some of the updates and new things that you could do inside of workflows. And we've actually had, the developers have told us there's over 312, excuse me, 312 new features updates coming our way. So, and have been released already. You may even notice some differences inside of your account right now as these new features come live. Gavin, John, IJ, does anybody have any questions while you guys are here? Anything I can help you with?
Good morning, Tamara. This is John.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
Hey, I just wanted to acknowledge you and what you're doing for us. I don't have any question. I think I'm taking the wrong approach. I'm going through the modules and not implementing. That's why I don't have a question, just to be honest.
Okay. Okay. What are you building
Yeah.
inside? Do you mind sharing with us what you're building?
Yes. So right now I'm building a real estate website. Uh, and then I started kind of deviating and I started including, because I work with a lot of investors as well. So
Okay.
I started down the rabbit hole of adding an investor,
Okay.
and they have different requirements. The forms are different, the ones I want them to submit. So I think I just kind of went around and got lost somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, there's so many different things that you can build inside, and especially when you start going through the different tutorials, your brain starts on fire with all of the ideas that you can create and build inside there.
Right, right. And so my approach, I think, and you can advise me if you have anything you can advise me on. I think just create a cookie cutter, very basic uh, site with very basic forms, very basic workflows, and then kind of build on that. At least I'll see some
Exactly.
progress, and then I'll get motivated. That's my new
Yes.
approach. Yeah.
And I feel like any website or any funnel, anything like that that you design is this sort of living, breathing piece of technology because as you use it, you're going to
Yes.
optimize it. You're going to, you're going to tweak it and change it and make it better. So
Right.
I really feel like you can't optimize something until you're using it. You know what I mean? So it's
Yes.
built and it's
Yes.
out there, and you see how does the traffic flow through it? How do the people interact with it? How can I make that easier for them? How can I make the changes that, are I'm going to see conversion on the back end? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's when you'll see the most progress, and it will become glaringly obvious what needs to be
Hmm.
changed as soon as people start using it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for instance, like some of the stuff I do, I know could be useful for other people. And I was looking at monetizing that part of it and do the same things that I'm doing for myself or other people with sales process.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
approach would you take on that? And how
Yeah.
can you do that? Is it sub accounts
Yeah,
or
you may
how,
want to look at getting your own agency account if that's what you're interested in doing, because that
okay.
way you can create like they're called snapshots is basically what they're called. And what can be included in a snapshot is you can create templates for websites, funnels,
Okay. Okay.
workflows, email templates. You can create templates for social media. You can create um, like I said, workflow templates, so automation, and you can
Okay.
drop that into a sub account for your customer and help them hook that up. And they don't have to build anything, right? They purchase that snapshot from you. It's already all built and
Okay.
they are off and running. So,
Ah, very good.
yeah,
Are there
yeah.
modules for how to create snapshots?
So not in sales process because sales process is using the agency
Or
model.
using, okay.
And
Okay.
so, yeah, it would be something that you'd have to go to the developers of the software. So the developers are
Okay.
high level, that's what it's called.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
they have all sorts of training in there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Have you seen anyone implement a real estate um, project within?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They're actually in the high level group. So there's a Facebook group for high level.
Hmm.
Real estate is a very popular um,
Okay.
request in that group. They love to grab real estate snapshots. And I think one of the most exciting things that has happened here at this week's summit is with talking with the developers and stuff like that, is that we now have something called custom objects, which
Okay.
allows real estate agents to be able to assign contacts to a particular piece of property.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, like it just has opened up an entire new avenue of capabilities and possibilities for real estate agents.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot
It's
of people here that are
cu
very excited.
cu wow, custom object you said?
Yes, custom objects. Yeah.
And it does what? It helps a real estate agent do what?
Well, so,
Assign something to the property?
yeah. So before, what the issue was that a piece of property didn't have really a place to live inside of your CRM.
Okay.
There were workarounds, but they weren't the most seamless type of workarounds, and it was really difficult to, assign different context to a piece of property if they felt
Okay.
like they were interested in buying the house or were potential leads for that particular problem. The developers have
Okay.
created this thing called custom objects that allows you to um, create the house in your CRM, the piece of property,
Mm-hmm.
and then also
Mm-hmm.
assign context to it. So
Okay.
yeah, and it's been a big it has opened a lot of possibilities based on being able to assign that piece of property to different contacts. So the real estate people that are here at this summit are very excited about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would look it up. Are they
yeah,
publishing anything out of the conference, out of the stuff that's
yeah,
coming out of the? Okay.
yeah. Let me just here 1 second. I will drop the update blog post into the chat here.
Okay.
And just 1 sec, where did it go? I'll grab it and then oh, here it is. Okay, I'll copy that and then I will paste it into the chat here and you can read all about the new updates that are coming.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I did see Peng Joon in one of the pictures floating around the internet.
Yeah, yeah, he was I was speaking with him in Yushing yesterday, so it was great to see
Oh,
him in
okay.
person. So it was amazing.
That's awesome. That's the
There
first time you met him
No, I've met
in
him
person?
before. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I've met him
Okay.
before actually. So, um, I've known Ping since 2019. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
2019.
Wow.
I met him in person. So, yeah. So,
Very
that
good.
this here is a comprehensive blog article about all of the new features and updates that are taking place inside of the software. Um, uh,
All right.
Many of them, there's over 312, and many of them have already they're live. There's a few of them that
Mm-hmm.
will be live in about 2 weeks. So we're
Okay.
excited about those. Yeah,
That's awesome. Very good.
yeah, yeah.
Look forward to
It's
coming
it
to the next year's event. I hear good
yeah,
stuff out of it. Yeah.
it's it's been so good. I've learned so
Yeah.
many new things, met some incredible people here. And
Wow.
just a hive mind of creativity and business owners that are just so generous with their ideas and their
Mm.
time and just making some really great connections here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been so good.
I, okay. Good. Good. Good.
And if you come next year, John, you make sure you try and find me, okay? I want to meet
Oh,
you in real
I'll
life.
look out for you. Yes,
Okay,
I'll look for you.
that sounds good.
Thank you, Tamara.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming this morning.
Yes, absolutely.
Gavin or IJ, is there anything that I can help you with? Do you have any questions? Go ahead and grab that blog article in the chat too, so that you can learn about some of the new features that are happening. All right, guys. Well, if there are no further tech questions, I'm going to end the call. But if you guys, after reading the blog article, let me know which features you'd like to go and walk through. Like I said, I'm learning right alongside you guys here, but I'm so excited to dive into these and get to know these a lot better. So let me know if there's something that you are really interested in after reading the blog article and you want to walk through it. We'll figure it out together. Okay? You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing rest of your week. And I am back again on Monday night, Tuesday morning for some people for the funnel forging call, where we will walk through some more funnel building um, new features that have come out and also just some fundamentals for funnel building. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Tamara. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, you too, John. Bye bye.
Bye bye.